Hi and welcome to today's video. February 1st is National Girls and Women's in Sports Day. This began in 1987 to recognize women in sports and unite premium organizations and elite women athletes to bring in the nation to attention to give the promise of girls and women in sports. In 1987, the National Girls and Women's Day also served a remembrance as the Olympic volleyball player Flo Hyman, who I am drawing. She had athletic achievements and dedication to promoting equality for women's sports. The National Girl and Women's in Sports Day has since evolved into an event to acknowledge the accomplishments of girls and women in sports. The organization that really helps out with this day is Women in Sports Foundation. It was established in 1947 to enable all girls and women to reach their potential in sports and life. They provide financial help to aspiring athletes, fund research and educate, and help communities get girls active. They advocate for equality. Title IX of Education Amendments Act of 1972 is a federal law that states, "No person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participating in, be denied of the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity receiving federal financial assistance." They help out and advocate for participation. They educate about abuse and harassment, implementing policies, or help in implementing policies to give girls a safe area for sports. They help leadership and coaching. They support the LGBTQIA plus community. And they also give information about their health and womanly things. They help out with programs such as Sports for Life, as well as WSF Athlete Ambassador Program. Now on to the founder, Billie Jean King, one of the 20th century most respected and influenced people. In 1947, King co-founded the World Team Tennis, the Revolutionary Profession Team Tennis League. 2009 was rewarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor. Then in 2019, ESPN established the Billie Jean King Youth Leadership Award. Currently, she serves on the boards of the Women's Sports Foundation as well as the Elton John Age Foundation. Next, one of the past presidents, Elena Nichols. She grew up in Farmington, New Mexico. Active lifestyle by participating in many athletics and has a passion for skiing and snowboarding. In 2000, during a ski trip in Colorado, she suffered a traumatic spinal cord injury while snowboarding, paralyzing her from the waist down. Experienced a wheelchair basketball game her freshman year at University of New Mexico and had a quite liking to it. Competed in several Paralympic Games and is the first woman to win a gold medal in both summer and winter games. Debuting at the 28 Beijing Paralympics, she won gold competing in women's wheelchair basketball. Went on to compete for the next 4 consecutive Paralympics Games, winning 2 more gold, 2 more silver, and 1 more bronze. Competed in wheelchair basketball, alpine skiing, and at her final Paralympic Games in Rio. She developed a new passion for surfing, competed in the ISA World Adaptive Surfing Championship in 2015, placing 7th. Lastly is also a past president of the Women's Sports Foundation is Elena Myers, a 4th-time world champion, 8th-time world championship medalist, 3-time Winter Olympic and medalist in 2010, 2014, and 2018, and 2015 World Cup champion in bobsled. She actually played softball when she was younger and even had a scholarship in college, but when trying out for the U.S. Olympic team. She said it was the worst tryouts ever. Her parents actually saw bobsledding on TV and told her to give it a try. Summer of 2007, she made the trip to Lake Placid, New York, home of the U.S. national bobsled team, and she has never left since. Less than 3 years later, she stood on the podium in Vancouver as an Olympic bronze medalist. In 2015, Elena made history, becoming the first woman to earn the spot on the U.S. national team, competing with men as a 4-man bobsled pilot. She was the first woman to win a medal in an international competition in a men's event. Partnership with the Women's Sports Foundation began when she received the WSF Travel and Training Fund grant in 2010. She received a second Travel and Training Fund grant in 2013. Elena has served on the Foundation's athletic advisory panel and traveled the country sharing her passion for sports and equality with Girls in Sports for Life and Go Girl Go funded programs. She is currently a mentor for classroom champions. Recently, George Washington University honored her with an honorary doctorate degree. I know, a whole lot of information, but this is definitely a very important holiday because women and girls, especially in sports and quote-unquote men-led activities, need to be heard and said. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and see you next time.